everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back. It's been a while, but we are here in Phoenix, and we're going to check out the new scenery for the iniBuilds LAX, and we're also checking out the latest build of the fly-by-wire. Actually, it's the latest build as of like 2 days ago. I didn't update it today, but I'm sure it's fine. This is the free one. What's up, Void? It is indeed. This is the fly-by-wire. This is the free, no cost. I've done a couple flights in it this week. I'm really digging it. I mean, I like the Phoenix. Don't get me wrong. But I really like the fly-by-wire. The only thing that's missing, as far as I can tell, is VNAV is still not working. I'm not sure about that. Spent all day installing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nice. Very nice. Oh, wait. Where's my...
Business.
There we go. So we're going to do a flight Phoenix to LA, and LA Center is on. There's a downtown Phoenix. We're at the Phoenix airport. This is the fall scenery. I don't think there's any payware or really any scenery for Phoenix other than default. So this is what we got. That's what we're going to work with, and this is what we got for today. So let's hop in here. It's loud. Image. Pop this back on. So one thing I've noticed... Where's Hawks? You need him. These flight controls never turn back on. There's no way to actually turn them on. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it is what it is. That's good. That's good. That's good. Bring up the brightness. Jeez Louise. Atsu. AOC. Initialize. I just love that, like, the IRS is, you can instant align it. You can do, like, everything so much faster. I cannot say enough good things about this aircraft. Body completed! I don't know what that means. I've been flying the Zebo a bunch this week. Nice, dude. I have... Boy, my interest in X-Plane 12 is remarkably low. I can't explain in words. 30 looks good. IRS is already aligned because I said it's auto align. Winds, we'll request the winds there. I try to fly more. I haven't been simming much for the better part of the last year. It's all good, man. I mean, you know, people, sometimes you got to take a little break.
Myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew. I'd like to take
Hello?
some time
I don't need to hear this.
Flight.
Thank you.
We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew.
I guess I have to hear the captain because I'm in the cabin. I know it's 12, but also haven't read much about it. I mean, if you're flying 11, Floyd, I might move up to 12. I mean, just for the clouds and rain and stuff, it's worth it. But yeah.
Welcome aboard.
But then again, you got to spend money on X-Plane 12, so I guess it depends what you're doing. But if you're flying between the two, sure. I just know that the path of people who are like, I fly both, quickly end up flying Microsoft Flight Simulator. No coffee this time of day, thank you. I remember when I first got into Microsoft Flight Simulator, again, after like Hawks, and a couple people were like, oh, it's really good. And I was like, okay, but I'm going to do both. Yeah, it wasn't really both. It was only ever one. Fuel for today. Fuel, not a lot of fuel. It's a very short flight. 5.8. Oh, and this is automatic. Don't need to do that. Cool. Got no money. Should avoid. If I can make a career recommendation for you, have you ever considered a lucrative career in the parking garage attendant field? Evidently, that's where the real money is. We are on VATSIM. There's no air traffic. Oh, LA Center's gone. No air traffic control on. So we're on our own today. The runway for Phoenix was departing 25 right. We'll ask our local scamster. Nice. You never know. You could be the heir apparent. I'm just saying. We are going. What's the flight plan? Keens 2 to Messy. And then LAX arrival. What runway is active in LAX? 24 right. Oh no, 25 left. 25 left. I forgot. We're JetBlue. JetBlue. 25 left. The Hollywood one. Eastwood. Damn. Cert. Perf. Let me get the performance. I found this little tool over here. Let me show you guys the tool. Somebody link this. Seems legit. Because there's no performance calculator that you can get by default in this plan, as far as I can tell. So you can do the performance calculator. So the gross weight is going to be... Where do you keep your gross weights? $62,800. Center of gravity is 25. Correct. Air conditioning on. KPHX. Get METAR. Need the runway length. Ugh. Have a graph on my other screen. Phoenix. I do wish they'd put this in the fly-by-wire. It'd make it a lot easier. Airport information. We're taking off on to... I already forgot. What runway are we taking off on? 25 right. 25 right is 10,300. Runway heading... 258. It is dry. We are in the desert. Airport elevation 1134. Calculate, and there we have our speeds. So, yay me. Oh yeah, the link. Yes, I will send it in Discord because YouTube does not like links for some reason. Linky. Oh, Linky poo. Void. There you are. There you are. My compliments. Okay. So, what are we at here? 1 up 0.8. Oops. I'm gonna guess 58 on the flex. How come we're not flexing? Sir, flex. Why you no flex? Well, let me get the wins. Wins, where are you? Oh, it's 0. 0. 0. Calculate. Why you no flex? I don't know. I don't know what this thing is either. All right, well, I guess we're not flexing. 131, 132. Makes something feels weird about not flexing. 145. Okay. Good, good. Increase the brightness here. Increase the brightness here. Good. Great. Grand. Okay. Yeah, I got everything in here, right? Perf. In it. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Current altimeter. All garbage. Altimeter is 29906. We filed 28,000. So we will go to 28,000. That's at Noah's side because Noah can't do it himself. Oops. Squawk. Squawk. Okay, good, wonderful. Bring the brightness up. Great. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get credit for this flight. Oh. Yep. I did a flight earlier this week. I did Worcester to Fort Lauderdale. Completely forgot to turn on this thing, and I landed. I'm like, oh, what's my landing rate? And I realized I forgot to turn it on. A ripperoonie indeed. This is like told us where you have to turn up the screen brightness in every flight. Yeah, kind of. It's not as bad. The Phoenix now, all the screens are black when you turn on. But by this, they leave on, like, the minimum brightness. But you could turn it off. But, yeah, essentially. Somebody posted a comment the other day. It's been bothering. I don't bother me. I think about it a lot. Someone was like, you know, let me do the YouTube voice. You know, cold and dark, you'll never need to do that. You should always start up ready to go, because in the real world, the planes are always warmed up for you. You never do cold and dark in the real world. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but honestly, the biggest issue for me is not something. I mean, I guess it's more of a challenge to do that, but also, I never trust the airplane when it turns itself on, like the way that the systems go on and whatnot. How often do IRL pilots turn those things down? Yeah, great question. No idea. All right, let's go upstairs. Get this going out of here. Even cold and dark when those knobs ever get shut off. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the idea is that it's truly cold and dark. If the bat's off, the screen's off, brightness must stay the same unless it's nighttime. Yeah, I don't know. So one thing I've noticed, I don't know if this is a me problem, is that you see these flight control things, they're off. And I have no idea what they do, and I have no idea why you can't turn them on. You cannot click on them. You have to trust me that I'm clicking, but they don't work. I agree, Void. I agree. All right, no ATC on, so once the APU gets on, we're going to get out of here. Hey, Noah! Kelsey says it's not 7. We're not prepared. 5 o'clock, yo. 5 p.m. Listen, I got, like, the reason why I'm doing the stream at 5 is because I've got a reprieve from family duties for about 2 hours or so. So, as Elvis once said, it's now or never. Turn off the external power. All right. APU is on. How are you, Noah? And hello to Kelsey. Hope you're doing well. It's Noah Never. Void. You got to save the A material for me, man. Little PM. You know. Let's do better pushback. I'm telling you guys, and the pushback in this so much better than the Phoenix. Call the tug. Just finished our Publix run. Is there a pub sub in your future, Noah? In my Publix, also Wednesdays is $5 sushi, which sounds like a great deal until you realize that the selection is really pared down. Like every other day, they've got a good selection of sushi, and on Wednesday, it's like, here's a salmon roll. Here's another salmon roll. Oh, and here's one more salmon roll. Eating a chicken tender wrap, and Kelsey has the Italian. Very nice. Oh, sorry.
Fitness.
All right. Release DOS parking brake. Phoenix traffic. Good afternoon. JetBlue. Airbus pushing back. Foxtrot 3 gate. Phoenix. You may push when ready, Captain. Starting 1. Now 2.5s, we're going, yes, we're going to go back and to the left. Push it real good. I don't know why it's bouncing. Is that, no, do the planes do that in the real world? I don't remember feeling that, but, you know, it is what it is. Push it real good. How far away? I gotta like push to the left. Yes. See where you want to go. Starting 2. How was Mexico? Mexico was great. I mean, I was in Mexico 2 weeks ago during Hurricane Ian. So let me tell you something, Noah. I cannot recommend highly enough to skip a hurricane and go in Mexico instead. Boy, is life better. And then I was in the Bahamas last weekend, which was also lovely. I had a nice time, but Noah, as we're getting back, on the last day, tell my wife, I'm like, oh man, I get to flight sim tomorrow. She's like, you're an idiot. I'm like, but I get to flight sim tomorrow. I haven't done it in a couple days. Yeah, spending your time in Mexico in general is great, but spending the time in Mexico while everyone else is dealing with a hurricane, even better. All right, parking brake set. Release the tug.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Kelsey and I went to Mohegan Sun. Yeah, so I saw that on Discord afterwards that you escaped Mohegan Sun. That is not bad at all. I gotta say, I'm pretty. There we go. I salute you, sir. It's not Mexico, but it is pretty damn good. All right. Let's see here. We've got 2 good engine starts, so we can turn that. Flaps 1 up. And we can turn off the APU. I went to the general store today. General store? Do you live in, like, I know where you live. I mean, I know you live in Maine, but, like, do you live in, like, Kansas City? We're going to OK Corral and go to the general store. I mean, I know the things people say about Maine, but geez. All right. Gonna check one more time. Still no ATC. Phoenix traffic. JetBlue Airbus taxiing runway 25 right from the south ramp. Terminal 3, Phoenix. Nobody cares. We are going to 25 left. Do you think anybody's listening to what I'm saying? Nope. Is that the right air? Wait, no, that's where we're landing. 25 right. I was right the first time. Hussey's General Store, Maine's largest general store. I didn't know that was a thing. Although, is it Hussies or Hussies? Because Hussy is what you call a lady who, you know, not exactly a lady in the academic sense of the word. Well, no, you know what I mean, like not a proper lady, a hussy, or is it Hussy? I'm gonna guess it's Hussy. First, a lady. You know what I mean? A proper lady. All right, we're taking, we gotta go 25 right, so I'm just taking Echo all the way. Pretty easy. Yep. Hussy without the E is how it's pronounced. We need max, forgot that. Cabin check. And takeoff config. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Not that. Not that. Get my wing view in. There we go. Kind of disappointed LA Center's off. LA Center was on earlier. Well, they were on for most of the day, but I guess that's pretty much what they're going to do there. When you're cruising, check your Discord DM. Will do. I turned off Discord Void because JCT gets really angry when the notification goes off and he thinks it's his, but then he realizes nobody messages him, and then he's disappointed. I got push it real. I got salt and pepper stuck in my head. No worries, you can't put, if it's a URL, YouTube won't let you. I have no idea why, Void. Like, even if I post it, it doesn't work. And it just strips it out. Like, no one ever sees it. Disappears into the ether. Like sand through the hourglass. I show you the scenery, but this is all default. I have not found any payware scenery for Phoenix, or any freeware scenery for that matter. So, it's wickety whack. Not just whack, wickety whack. All right, we're almost at the end of the runway here. My call sign. I don't even know. Oh, 6700. So are the 4090 video cards out? I saw somebody mention they like bought one already. I have to go to the Alien. Can you buy them on Alienware yet? Because uh-oh, I missed my turn. Whoop. Phoenix traffic, JetBlue 6700 departing runway 25 right to the west. Phoenix. Up all the way. Go. Bing, 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 bing. Sorry. Stuck in my head. All right. Lining up. Very slowly. Getting a phone call. It's fine. All right, here we go. Airspeed's alive. Yeah, it doesn't like links. I'll check the Discord PM in a second. 80 knots, check.
Retard. 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 Retard.
Okay.
Retard.
We're just gonna ignore that.
Retard. Retard.
P1,
Retard.
rotate.
Retard. Retard. Retard.
Positive rate, gear up. I don't know. Auto throttle? Autopilot. Oh, we're out of here. I didn't touch anything. I have no idea. Void. Oh, Void. Where's Hawks? Hawks, we need you. Somebody wake up Hawks. Ooh, we got a nice view out. Where's the wing view? There's I think it's where the Diamondbacks play, over there on the right, and there's another stadium. So there's downtown. Kiwi Flyer, it's a bug. Ah, well, I guess it's good news, bad news. Good news, it's not me. Bad news is there's no way around it, huh? I'm gonna put on the noise canceling headphones. I'll bring down the volume. Hello, Kiwi Flyer. Well, I feel better that it's not me, but it is annoying. Guess there's not a fix out yet for it. And as far as I can tell, the VNAV is still not yet in here. Hawks told me it was. I was in Mexico, and Hawks is like, sent me a DM, and he goes, "Hey, it's they fixed it in here. You're good to go." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then I got home, and it didn't work. Oh, it's not me. It's Noah. Thank you. See, Noah. All right, we're airborne. Everything's fine. And we are on our way. By Phoenix. And we'll be at LA soon. So we picked up the iniBuilds. I wasn't going to buy it at first. And then I was like, you know what? We'll check it out. Was the VNAV house broken? There's no top of descent. So you've got to calculate it yourself. No top of climb either. I have found that you can... I've had pretty good luck if you go through the old calculator through the... So in the EFB, there's a calculator for it. Where is it? So if you put top of descent, you put in all your stuff over here, you know, your current altitude, target altitude, and all that. It gives you a rough distance of when to start. So then you put in the fix in the prog page right here. You put in the fix where you want it to be, and then you figure it'll tell you how many miles you are. And then when you get there and you start your descent, I found it does a decent job of you know, meeting the altitude constrictions. I haven't tested it on the Roebuck, which is probably a much better test because the flaps. The Roebuck has a lot more speed restrictions and altitudes to hit. But for a lot of other places, it's been fine. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what you had to do, Void, even before the VNAV was implemented. But hopefully they'll fix that as well. That's not really the only thing. If they get VNAV working in here, again, they had it at one point. Like right around the time the Phoenix came out, they had it working, and then they got rid of it for whatever reason. Anyway, if they can put that back in, I would seriously consider just flying the fly-by-wire full-time. I mean, it's a great aircraft. I really enjoy it. I like the sounds better. Number one thing I like about the fly-by-wire over the Phoenix, the sounds are just deeper. They just sound better. It's more satisfying. Number two, I like that, again, because I'm lazy, I like that it automates a lot of the stuff in here. You can align the IRS instantly. When you do the import from SimBrief, it imports far more data than the Phoenix does. So while I appreciate the Phoenix, I'm not poo-pooing the Phoenix by any means. I just like this plane better. Just something about it. That's a bug. Kiwi Flyer told us A321X plane 12. Listen, man, from a system standpoint, you are not wrong on that. But and when I did X plane 12 for a couple times when it came out with the beta, I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. You can't get that in X plane. I mean, you get ortho. Don't get me wrong. It's still not the same, especially on like final approach or when you first climb out. Oh, it looks so good. That's the thing. Kiwi Flyer, I just can't get past. Void, you're tempted to buy the PMDG 737. I own it. I just don't fly. I mean, I do a lot of JetBlue flights, so I do mostly JetBlue flights. Okay, I only do JetBlue flights. So there's not a lot of opportunity for me to fly it, but it is pretty good. The nice thing about the PMDG over the Phoenix, if you're going to buy one, is that the performance is much better in the PMDG. So you get better frames. And so if you have money in a zillion years, Void, I would say, given your PC restriction, as in it's not the beefiest thing on earth, I would recommend that you purchase the PMDG if you're going to get one because it's better on performance. With how much I've been liking the Zeba, I'm leaning towards Boeing. Oh, you and Hallahan, you could be Delta Tree 51. All right, we're past 10,000 feet. Noah, 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming off. You know what, Noah? See this coffee here that you were drinking? Hold on. You got to pay attention. Airbus gang. Heck yeah. Well, temporary Airbus gang, Noah, until the Embraers come out. Then we're abandoning this stuff. Hallahan. Who the F is that in your thumbnail? You don't recognize Savage when you see Savage? Sheesh. Poor Savage. Hallahan's been watching him for years on Twitch. Never know what he looks like, huh? Yeah, it's Savage. I mean, I probably should have taken the thumbnail of him where he didn't shave, because most often than not, he doesn't shave, but... Oh, man, you guys don't recognize Savage? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. Discord. No, well, yeah, no, that's not what I want. 1 second. Copy link. Let's go here. You don't recognize Savage? Anyway, I'm going to take you for granted and spend some quality time with Sheed. What? I'll tell also if we can get Savage to like zoom in more, like on his face. His cameras are very small. I could get much better photos out of it. This is the best I could do. I thought this is pretty damn good. Thank you very much. Hit me up for a pic next time. I really should have done that. As you know, Hallahan, we do everything live here. Seat of our pants. In the stream, creep. Well, I do know you have a nice library of photos, sir. So I'm not here to criticize. Only ask that you share the wealth in a LimeWire kind of way. That's why I just smashed that like button. Mr. Dab Up, long time no see. Yeah, I've been traveling a lot. In fact, I have like 4 more business trips before the end of the year. I'm going to Miami next week. Then I come home, and I come home for like a week, and then I go back to Miami again, and then I come home, and then I go to Fort Lauderdale, and then I come home, and then I go to Port Canaveral again. So, SavagePix.exe. How are you, Mr. Dabup? So yeah, no, I've been traveling a lot, and I just haven't, unfortunately, it's come at the expense of, well, certainly streaming. There's been a couple days, I thought last week or a week or two ago, I was like, oh, I'll do a stream during the daytime. Never really happened. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. I wanted to see. Let's see, if I go to Alienware Can I get a 4090 yet? This is a really creepy photo. I mean, is this like a famous dude? Like a streamer? Why does his eye like... Why does he look like Cable from Marvel Comics, where he's got this scar on his eye? And his eye sizes are completely different. Mr. Depp, I was going from LAX to JFK, and I overshot my sleep, and I was still able to land the plane anyways. Nice. At the end of the day, it's a simulator, so it's all good. All right, so products, desktops, view all desktops. Hello? Alienware desktops. Now, these are still 3080s. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm not getting a new PC anytime soon. I did that, Mr. Depp. Yesterday I was flying to Fort Lauderdale in the sim, and that's really loud. I got distracted. Like I started the approach way too late. So I think we finally, by the time I got down with altitude, I turned base for Fort Lauderdale, like somewhere around Fort Myers. But it's all good. I made it there. Everything's fine. So we're going to do a quick flight over to LA. This is on quick. That's way too early for base. When you start off on the east coast of Florida and then turn base on the west coast of Florida. Almost at our cruise at 28,000. Sure is pretty. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I meant, yeah. Sorry. I naturally assume, Mr. Dabup, that everybody knows the Florida topography quite well. Yeah, no, I had to fly across the entire state before I was low enough altitude I could finally turn for final. So, it's okay. But luckily there was no ATC on. Or I would have just signed off at that point, but since there was no air traffic control on, I was like, well, what's the point? I might as well just do this on the network and, you know. I don't know. Sometimes it really bothers me sometimes to turn off the air traffic control because it's not so much that I'm looking for ATC control. I just like seeing other airplanes. Makes it. Reached our cruising altitude. Anyway, I just like seeing other aircraft in here. It's like for me, that's a big part of why I go on BATSIM to begin with. The ATC is fun, but the having other aircraft makes it more interesting. At least when the other air traffic controller or the other pilots know what they're doing. All right, so we're going to LA. Let's see here. Is there anybody in the way? There's no controllers on, unfortunately. Before I started the stream, LA Center was still on. Let's see here that it's LAX. So we've got 16 arrivals. Not terribly unusual. There's a little bit of a push here. This is why by push I mean there's like two guys coming in here. This guy and this guy. They're way ahead of me. No problem there. This guy, the American 2257, could be an issue. I think he'll beat me in. Let's go to Las Vegas. Let's go to Ontario. Vegas. All right, so none of these, no factor. Right now, this dude is the biggest issue. That's not a problem. This guy's going to be way before me. Maybe. Could be an issue. It also depends which runway they choose, but that can be too. And this guy, I don't know. All right, there could be a couple planes in the vicinity. All right, so let's figure out our top of descent here because we can't figure it out ourselves. Hollywood below 32. Well, that's easy. We're already at 32, so no problem there. All right, so it looks like Bruin wants, the computer says 270. So what we're going to do is go to here. We're going to sync our current current altitude. I'm going to go to 27,000. And I'm going to do it three miles before our thing. All right, so basically, oops. We're going to go, oops. We're going to go here. Prague. E-R-U-E-N, I think. And there you go, 153 miles to go. Wait. Yes. B-R-U-E-N. Did I get that right? Yes, B-R-U-E-N. All right. So, there we go. Now, this is... usually, it's not quite like it's like 20 or 30 miles away, not 3, but because we're already at 28,000 feet, it's not much of a drop there, so I think that's why it's doing that. Stuff. All right, let's see what's on FS Elite. Any interesting sim news today? Orbex updates the packs. RD presents, releases. Navigraph previews, IFR features, and charts 8. Ooh, what do we got here? They should add a feature where if you don't want to talk to ATC, then your aircraft doesn't show up on radar. Yeah, so on POSCON, which is another network that unfortunately didn't really do very well, they had that feature. It was called Ghost Mode, and you could ghost yourself and do that, which would be cool. I guess the only issue would be, like, if you're not, like... Yeah, it's cool to see other airplanes, but then what if, like, you're really close to one of the other airplanes and you're in ghost mode? They get in your way. I don't know. Navigraph shared another teaser video of what's coming with Charts 8. All right, should we watch this? Sure, that's a good idea. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, so it's going to give you the flight information already. Like, so I guess instead of going to, like, FlightAware, I would just be curious how it gets the data. Because the reason I go to FlightAware to get this is so that what it's doing in the real world. Maybe that's what it's essentially doing, is that it'll help you skip that step, which would be fine. But I would probably still be double-checking it most of the time. It would have to really be, like, foolproof for a long time. But it is a cool idea. Lotto, what's up, man? How are you? Ooh, hey! I knew this feature was one of my favorite features in X-Plane. You missed, unfortunately, your favorite part of the whole stream, Plato. Ooh, that's neat. That's good. I like these things. This is I'm a fan. There's like a lot of messages coming across. Charts overlay. I never use this feature. Here's my other issue. This all looks fine and dandy until you remember, like, sim brief import. Yeah, that's good. The current implementation of Navigraph and Microsoft Flight Simulator is absolutely terrible. So, but these are really cool features. I am very much a likey. So yeah, that's good. Okay, great. There's a review of the airplane we're flying to. Wow, there's something tells me we should fly to Los Angeles. Oh yeah, and this is the other thing. PNG provides updates on 777 and more. All right. So we got information on the 737-900, Universal Tablet, and 777. 737, a brand new update is coming soon. The address will a few issues, a handful of bugs. While it won't contain the Universal Tablet, story of my life. All right, the tablet's coming, but we've been hearing that for a while. Remember when the tablet was going to come out like right after Phoenix released? How'd that work out? For those waiting for the 737-900, which is the Max, it'll release it in mid-November, so about a month from now, basically. Oh, this is for Xbox. I know there's a lot of people who fly at Xbox. So for them, great. Attention is now moving to the 777. Ooh. Product on a mid-age 777. Okay, great. Cool. All right. But now for the best part, the comments. Let's see. Let's see the Savage comments. Hope they bring a P3D. Nobody cares about P3D. Rest assured, yeah, the tablet has been a little. Yeah, people are really ripping them to shreds about the lack of a tablet, because they basically been promising it forever, and there's still no tablet there, which is a little annoying. I mean, I think most people who fly it would probably tell you that it's fine. They've probably gotten used to it by now, but it's kind of annoying when they kind of dangle that little carrot in front of you, and it's been dangled for quite a while, and nothing really happens. So, yeah. What time is the Yankees game? It's 7 o'clock, right? Yankees. Let's see. Game 2, 7:37. Yeah, we got time. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. We were talking earlier about X-Plane 12 with the Kiwi Flyer, and man, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep checking back on it because I paid for the darn beta, but I don't know. My desire to fly it is fly X-Plane 12 is inversely affected by my disdain for downloading gigabytes and gigabytes of ortho in order to fly like even basic routes. And then if you want to change it up and fly somewhere else, you gotta get more scenery. Hawks, can you fix my airplane? Actually, there's a bug. Somebody said it's a bug, but you missed it earlier, Hawks. The warning on takeoff. There's some sort of an issue. This is the fly-by-wire. First of all, there's no VNAV. You lied to me when I was in Mexico. I was drinking margaritas. Everything was great. And then you were like, fly-by-wire has VNAV. And I'm like, honey, the fly-by-wire has VNAV. And she's like, the what? Who's the who? I'm like, Hawks told me. And she's like, what? And then that was the end of the conversation. I'm like, I'm going back to drinks. It's not there, dude. There's no VNAV. Hello? I'm on the latest build. There is no VNAV, sir. This is a lie. There is no top of descent. I'll send you my build? Sounds dirty. Am I missing something? Is there a secret? It gave altitude constraints and speeds. Yes. No, it has that. But there's no top of descent. Like, it has altitude constraints. I can see that, like, here. But, like, where's, like, the top of descent? You had to... You had. Had is the key word there. I think we've been bamboozled by Hawks here. I think we've got Halla-scammed. Can we someone check if Hawks and Hallahan are working in the same parking garage? Fly with Lotto, the experimental. This is the latest build, my dude. How do I show you guys the build? I promise you guys this is the latest experimental build. Out. Here it is. Yeah, interesting. Let's see here. Can I bring up the installer? It works under the copy. I have the latest version, DCE2D265. I mean, there is an update, granted, which, of course. I swear to God, there was not an update earlier today. How do you actually this is the FlyPad OS. This doesn't tell you guys anything, does it? Roger that. Feels weird the fly-by-wire A320 Neo still doesn't have the terrain in the display you mean the default one? Yeah, a lot of, I mean, the other thing, well, there's, I guess, two. Well, first of all, there's an update, I guess, so I should probably take a look at that. But you've got this issue over here. I don't know if this is really a problem or not, but these can't be turned on. I would point out, Mr. Dab Up, that, it has like one thing going for it, the default one, versus, I mean, the fly-by-wire is superior in like 800 other ways. But I really like it. Hawks, I was saying this earlier. If we can get this VNAV thing fixed, I'm almost ready to just go back to the fly-by-wire, because I like the sounds better. I like the automation, the integration rather, with SimBrief better. Its performance is better. I'm really digging this plane, man. I fired it up just for funsies the other day, and I was like, man, this sounds so much better. How do you, Lotto, how do you figure out the build that you have? Because I thought this was the build. This is the flypad build. Flybar is incredible. It really is. I mean, I love the Phoenix. This is not me, you know, poo-pooing the Phoenix here. I have no problems with the Phoenix at all. Very happy. I just, through destination data. I just really like this implementation. It speaks to me. All right, let's get the performance in here. LAX 3005. Yeah, I installed it like an hour ago. I have not tested it yet, so we'll see what happens. 270 by 16. Good lord, that's a lot of wind. That's a lot of nuts. That's the wrong one, Hawks. There you go. 270 by 16. Temperature 23. Go to the fly-by-wire installer. Okay, so this. So I'm on this build. DCE 2D. How do I tell, like, who's... Is it release notes? That's a stable version. That doesn't help me. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, correct. I do see that. I swear it was not... There was not an update, like, today or yesterday. I was just trying to figure out if, like, your build is older or newer than my build, basically. Need to update. Well, I will do. Indeed. All right, so really our first waypoint that we need to be lower is going to be Bruin, which we need to do that at about 3 miles before we have 66 miles to go. These guys doing top of descent call-outs. No one cares. This is something that somebody, I forgot who taught me this, but in Unicom, making a top of descent call is utterly useless. Like, it's just, basically you need to make Unicom call-outs for when you're, like, closer to the runway, certainly. But nobody, it doesn't really impact anybody, unless, of course, you're, like, right on top of each other, I guess. But all right, let's take a look here. So we are coming in here. All right, so this guy's going to beat us in. Good, no problem there. This guy's going to be a problem. So American 2257. It's not this guy. Delta 4. Where the heck is Delta? I see no Delta. My build is way older, maybe like 3 weeks old. Ooh, okay. You have to do the experimental like every day? Yeah. So I'm wondering... Oh, wait, was this Delta 4? Yes. All right, this dude is over here. He's way... I think he's closer than I am. He should beat me in. I think it's really this guy. Maybe that guy. We'll see. But yeah, fly with Lotto. What I'm going to do, obviously, is update my build to see if I can get it to fix itself. We'll see if we can do a little bit better with that. Ooh, Oakland Center's on now. I hope you like the LA scenery. Yes, I'm excited for it. I've seen mostly Arch NDA on Twitch stream it, and it looks very nice. So I am optimistic. My only concern with any scenery is performance. But you know, the iniBuilds Buffalo scenery was fantastic, and obviously this is a little more in depth. I'm just always worried about performance. That's my only issue. Viper Too Happy, what's up, man? Hello, welcome. You joined at a good time. We're going to be beginning our descent soon. You, Lotto, you own the LA scenery? Nice. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to checking it out, you know? I do a ton of flights in LA, but enough that it was worth it. I was thinking about holding off. It came out, and then I was like, well... Maybe I'll, like, hold off for, like, the first sale that comes around, like maybe on Black Friday or something like that. And then, like, about 2 hours ago. I was like, nope, I'm picking it up today. So shout out to all of our members here on YouTube, like Hawks and Hallahan, who are members and support the channel and helps pay for this kind of stuff. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Man, that scenery looks good. All right, so where are we here? About 42 miles to Bruin. So I'm going to start. I'm not going to bring this down yet. I'm just going to get this thing ready to bring it in. You think it's one of the best North American sceneries? Wow. Let's see. That's a good question, Lotto. What is the best, currently, the best North American scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator? I think you've got to fly Tampa, Boston. Is definitely up there. Fly Tampa, Vegas. The problem with Vegas, though, is the performance is really bad. iniBuilds Buffalo is great, but I don't think anybody, like, it's Buffalo, New York. It's not going to, like, you know, woo. Yeah, the Vegas one just has to be up there because it's so impressive. The DDDC is good, but it's mostly a port, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, from other sims. So I don't know that it's like really that. Yeah, I really think it's Boston, Vegas, now with this LA scenery. I live in Vegas, and all the sim scenery has to be good. Oh, it definitely is. The only problem I have with it, is, and I haven't tried it, maybe there's been an update recently, the performance of it was really terrible, especially at nighttime. It was a real problem, but it looks absolutely stunning. So, but I'm with you, Viper. When it comes to like certain areas of the country, like, you know, if you know it really well, you can't settle for like meh scenery. I'm totally with you on that. This is Eastwood, right? Hollywood, whatever. We're good there. The restriction is below 32,000, which we already are, so we're good there. There are a lot of lights and buildings. Yeah, I mean, the Boston scenery has a similar issue, not because of all the lights and everything, but I think all the animations really have that there. You have all three. Nice. I think I have the Vegas scenery. I mean, I own the Boston one for sure, and now I just bought this one. Let's see here. What is it? Fly Vegas? Or Fly Tampa, whatever. Oh, I don't. Well, slap my butt and call me Mary. I only have Boston and now LA, so I got to get the Vegas one. I just don't do that many West Coast flights in general, but before you all slam me for not getting it, I'll pick it up because whenever inevitably I've reached a point in my flight sim career where I cannot fly to default sceneries if I can help it. It's just so disappointing when you pull up and you finally line up with the runway and you land and you look over to the side and you just see condo buildings, which should be a terminal, and you're like, eh. You want a good Phoenix or SFO? Yeah, I was really shocked. There was nothing for Phoenix. No payware, no freeware. There was like a nighttime add-on for Phoenix. I'm like, what? The buildings, they look like mega doo-doo. But San Francisco is really glaring that there isn't one yet, right? This Bruin over here? Yes, all right. So now I'm going to give the speed back to the airplane. And we will begin our descent. We have to believe it needs to be like 3 miles, something like that. Yeah, 3 miles before target, so no worries at all. Let's see here. Okay, so these guys are not a factor. This guy's still out there. I feel like he's paused. I think we're going to beat the American in by the looks of it, but we'll have to see. All right. Where are we over here? 10 miles to go. Do you have the Phoenix A320? I do indeed. Yes. I like it a lot. I just, the other day, Viper, I was just like, you load into the sim and you pick your aircraft, and I'm like, maybe I should just try the fly-by-wire again. And I did it. I updated it, and I really like it. So I have no problem with the Phoenix, especially since I paid for it already. I just, I don't know. Something about the about this plane just does it more for me. All right, we're gonna start our descent. Bam, bam. So I'm very happy with the Phoenix. I just performance is better in the fly-by-wire, and the sound. I like the sounds a lot better in the fly-by-wire. I can, the fact that I think the paneling looks way better in the Phoenix, like, whatever. Like I always thought the overhead panel really, this looks not really cartoony is the right word, but it definitely looks more polished in the Phoenix rather than this one. This is what's it called? Palm Springs, right? I think. Pretty sure this is Palm Springs. All right, so how far are we from the airport right now? 80 miles out. See, I would do a call out, but there's really no point. I think once we get to like maybe 20 or so, I mean, for all I know, people are going to disconnect from the network. Controller might come online. All right, so Delta's landing, so that's not a problem. It's over here. I am on VATSIM, indeed, yes. Yes. Mr. Dabo says, feels weird how Asobo hasn't done an update in South America yet. They have updated everywhere else. I think that speaks a lot, in my opinion. I think it just speaks to the market and what's in demand. But I could be wrong. I mean, this is obviously Mr. Dabo. I think Flight Sim in general is dominated by North American and European users. So maybe they're just looking at it from a demand standpoint. Everybody in Unicom is just using text. It's kind of interesting. No one's on voice. I thought it would be, well, I guess it's only 2 o'clock in the or 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was thinking, oh, we'll start the stream. Well, you know what? I was probably thinking we were going to start at 7 o'clock instead of 5, but yeah. Anyway, it's lighter out than I thought it was going to be. More daylight, I should say, which is fine because I think one of the, not the worst things, but I think nighttime flying on stream is not very enjoyable for you or me. So, given the alternative, I guess this is better. Great. Woo, really pretty. That's the best thing about flying to California, like the LA. When you come into LA and you come over the Sierra Nevadas, it's real. And then you come right into the urban area. Oh, it looks so good. This isn't this is the outer mountains or whatever, but really cool. We flew to LA last winter, and the entire ride down I was just glued to the window. It was so cool. This is IRL, obviously, not in the sim. But okay. All right, we're definitely being the American in. So in fact, there's really good spacing. So he's not a factor anymore. Who is a factor? This guy should beat me in. He's going to come in here. I should be like around Ontario, and he should be making his final turn. And for all I know, he's going to the 2.5s, so it's not even going to be an issue. This guy's not a factor. This guy should beat me in as well. He's already on the downwind. So I think we're good here. What is up with this rain? It never rains in Southern California. I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay on spacing. Oh, altimeter. Noah! Altimeter is 3005. All right, since there's no air traffic control, we're just going to... you're not supposed to do this, but YOLO. If there was an air traffic controller on, it wouldn't be a problem. But there isn't one, so I've got to do it myself. So we are 50 miles out. Not too bad. Sorry, I'm just checking my email. There's nothing interesting. Cool. Let me get, oh, you know what I need is the chart for LAX. I always have my charts on my other screen, so you're not missing anything here. Taxi, airport information. Cool. Oops. Lost my whole chat window there. All right, so the restriction here was between 12 and 14 at 270, and it looks like it's meeting that. So while we don't have like top of descent, it looks like it's doing a pretty good job of meeting the restrictions. Granted, I think these are pretty. The Hollywood one arrival is not very complicated, so it's not like it's really fighting it. I think the Roebuck 3, the Seinfeld whatever arrival in Orlando, like those are. There's more speed restrictions and requirements there that can be more challenging for the aircraft, so to speak. All right, I think we got to do our call out now. Good evening, good afternoon, Los Angeles traffic. JetBlue 6700. We're about 40 miles out from runway 25 left. We're about 11,000 feet, and we just passed the Seaview waypoint. Again, for ILS 25 left, Los Angeles. Hawks, you're working Boston approach at the moment. No worries, my friend. All good. Helping out the Mr. Sheed. I know Sheed is streaming, and I actually thought about not doing the stream today because of that, but I haven't streamed for so long, so you know what? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I don't know what that means. Is there really a giant lake over here? Is that a lake? I don't know what that is. We'll just look this way. All right, 10,000 feet. Landing lights coming on. Approach. No, not yet. Just kidding. People may seem like doing liveries is impossible, like by like having like an hour of video. Yeah, it's so simple. Well, you might actually have some artistic vision. That might be the other issue. Like I can't do that, Mr. Dab Up. It's not that it's impossible. I just lack the artistic finesse to do it, in my opinion. But, you know, to each their own. All right, sound's coming back up. You know, Hawks, I gotta do a flight up to Minneapolis at some point. I've been not avoiding it. I just haven't really been thinking about it as much. But I gotta, next time I get my plane up to Boston, I think we'll do a Boston-Minneapolis run. Which then also reminds me I don't have any scenery for Minneapolis, so I gotta pick that up.
LAX traffic, minus 55, intercepting a localized 13 miles in 8.
All right, that's that guy. So that guy, this is the guy I actually see on TCAS right here, I believe. I think that's him. So we're fine. American is behind me. We're good there. This guy, United 2014, if he goes on the right side, we're good, but he might be a problem. I'm not sure. Need flight beam to hurry up and drop. Oh, it's not there yet? Oh, okay, well then, maybe that's a good reason not to fly to Minneapolis. Sorry, not sorry. Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700, 30 miles out from runway 25 left, Hollywood 1 arrival, Los Angeles. Yeah, Hawks, the Minneapolis scenery I had for X-Plane was fantastic. It was really good. Made the 3-hour flight from the East Coast worth it. So in LA, if we're on this approach, is this where we can see the In-N-Out Burger? Is that a thing for this one, or is that on the other approach, not the 2.5s? Or what are we on, the 2.4s? 2.5. We're on the 2.5s. Guys pushing back. 2.4s are the In-N-Out? Ah, darn it. Hey, Chris.
Southwest 1752, front of the 241, so 5.
So on TCAS, this guy just passed Honda. It's 2 airplanes. Look at this. You got this guy and this guy. Some close spacing right there. Not yet. So there's the airport. Our runway is over there. I don't think I can see the other aircraft.
LA traffic, 3 miles final, runway 25 left.
All right, 20.
Hi, traffic scout 3153, taxi to Hotas Bravo 1, runway 25 right, via Charlie 5, and Bravo. Hi,
Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700 on 20-mile final for 25 left, Los Angeles. Some good Unicom work here. Well, one guy who has not checked in yet is this United guy. Oh, he's ahead of me now. Okay, so the United guy is the first one in, then the Qantas is the second one in. I mean, they're really close spacing. This guy's behind. This is good. All right, I'm no longer worried about an aircraft getting in my way. I think we're good on this. Uh-oh. Right, we're fine. It was stuttering there.
Los Angeles traffic, Delta 1024, taxiing to 24 left via Delta 9 Echo.
Sidestep to 24 right, and you'll go right over the In-N-Out. Yeah, I'm way too lazy. Plus, it does not matter, but the JetBlue gates are on the 2.5, so. But I might take the drone cam out to go see it. So it's like right over here, basically, Chris, somewhere in that general vicinity.
Los Angeles traffic, Southwest 1096, taxiing to Horning Point, Bravo 1, runway 25 right, via Charlie.
All right, we're on the localizer and the glide slope.
LA traffic.
The go around for what are we on? 2.5 left. The go around for 2.5 left is. Is it really only 2,000 feet? Okay. Yeah, climb to 2,000 feet, heading 251, then left, then outbound. Okay. Oh, that was easy. I just barely off the right side of the approach end. Oh, okay, cool.
Qantas 55, clear from runway 25 left.
LA traffic, JetBlue 6700 on 10-mile final for 25 left, Los Angeles. What a stupid city with stupid baseball team. Ice cold. Savage loves the Dodgers though. Not the I don't hate the Dodgers. I don't love the Dodgers. They're not like, I mean, it could be worse. They could be the Phillies. Am I right? He would. How are you, Ice? No, the Dodgers are the worst. I think you guys are forgetting about the Phillies, the Cubs. Oh God, we need flaps. Noah. Perf. Hello? Why is our speed so high?
2000.
Qantas 55, crossing 25 right.
Why are we so fast? Oh man, this is a go around, guys. I don't know what's going on with the speed. No, we got to go around. How does one go around in this airplane? I know we got it. Wait, speed's coming down. Laps 1. No, we're not even. We're gonna be at, like. There's no way I'm getting full flaps
LA
in.
traffic, Delta 1024, taking off runway 24 left.
1000.
Yeah, no. Pops up, gear up. Approach mode off. LA traffic, JetBlue 6700 going around. Hello? Oh, jeez. Nothing listens to me here. You can always go around.
HyperX, guys, 3153, landing up runway 25 right.
All right. 1 second. This has failed me, unfortunately. LAX, Los Angeles. Come on. Pulling up the chart here. Approach. 25 left. All right. Heading, climb 2000 and 251 till crossing SMO. So, SMO. C-A-T-L-Y.
LA traffic, American 97 is house local runway 24 right.
Direct. C-A-T-L-Y. Direct. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't know what happened there. The speed, it was managed speed. We were in approach mode.
LA traffic, Skyris 3153, taking off 25 right, Walker 5, on at departure. LA traffic.
And we just never slowed down. Too much in and out causing a weight discrepancy. The Phillies are horrible too, but the Dodgers are the world's worst. Man, you guys are brute. No, I mean, no. How do you hate them so much? Need to increase the speed here. I just don't have that much hate for them. Like the Astros. Let's not forget they cheated. The Red Sox cheated. Right? White Sox for the win. Nice. All right, so we're going to put this back in here. Destination, arrival. 25 left, ILS. No. Insert. Thanks. That's really helpful. I just wanted 25. No, this is terrible. Arrival. Let's do this. 25 left on the Hollywood 1. Novia. Eastwood, sure. Insert. Okay. Oh, we're gonna take a heading here. So we're gonna make a left turn. We're gonna go 90 degrees back to the east once we get to Catley. And we're gonna climb to, I'm gonna guess, we're gonna rejoin it at Honda 5,000.
Why
can't I climb?
Select traffic, Southwest 1096 is lining up runway 25 right, fire Foxtrot. Allied traffic.
Chicken out? Come on, Ice. We gotta do this by the book. We're professionals here. This isn't some, this isn't Frontier Airlines where you just go in. What could possibly go wrong? All right, 90-degree turn. Oh, the sky looks beautiful. Yeah, not bad. These watercraft is the best I've ever seen. Sorry, I just assumed this company would because this company would hire Noah. Fair. Fair. I mean, you're not wrong, but. So why can't I get the arrival information in here? Let's try this. Let's do 25. I'm just gonna put a different one here just for funsies. So we'll put in like 24 right, okay? Insert. Ah, okay. And now we go to arrival and we go to I bet you that's the problem. 25 left. Insert. Aha! Aha! There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. All right, so now we're going, we need to go about, I'm going to say 70 degrees, 75 degrees. I didn't even see when we were going over the airport if, like, the scenery was in there. Should shoot the 2-4 right approach this time. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Arrival, 2-4 right. Is this a charted approach, 2-4 right? No, it's not. Right? It's not like on the chart or anything. Stars to LAX from the east are so boring. Yeah, they really. I mean, it's just straight in. I mean, when I'm not streaming, I'm just like, whatever's. I don't mind a boring one in. Like Detroit is another boring one in. But actually, no. You know what the most boring one in is? Chicago, O'Hare. Like, have you ever seen those? There's not even like restrictions on it. It's just a. But yeah, Chris, you're not wrong. It's just literally a straight line. Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700 on the downwind for runway 24 right, 5,000 feet, LA.
LA Traffic, American 22.
ORD from the east, you level off for like 110 nautical miles. Yep. Well, you know how those Midwest people are, Chris, right? You know, they just, you can't trust people from Chicago. Here's the Port of Los Angeles. This is, oh gosh, what's this thing called? The Queen Mary here? Yeah, there's the Queen. I believe that's the Queen Mary there, right? No. Yes? No. That's the Queen Mary? That's the Queen Mary. Maybe? No, that's a cargo ship. Where's the Queen Mary? Somewhere around here. Last time we were in LA, we visited it. It was kind of cool. Kind of creepy. Maybe that's the Queen Mary? I don't know. In Long Beach. Yeah, no, this is Long Beach for sure. I gotta pay attention. I gotta like land this thing. Alright, so what's the altitude for this one? 4,000 feet at Merce. USS Iowa is around there somewhere. Yeah, I don't know that it's modeled. No, that's a cargo ship. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know what it's supposed. It might not be modeled in here.
LA traffic at Canada 305, taxi to 1.1125 right, via KPHX-KLAX.
I don't know. Somewhere. Alright. 4,000. Let's bring the speed down to 10. Queen Mary is down and to the left. I always thought, but it looks like it's... Those are all cargo ships in here. Like, that's not the Queen Mary. Red, for one thing. Oh, is it that? Right there? Ah, that might be it. If this were X-Plane, I could go back and look at it, but can't, so. That could have been it. Ops 1. Almost ready for that turn. I'll make the turn now. Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700 turning base for runway 24 right, 5,000 feet, Los Angeles. Queen Mary sits at the mouth of the Los Angeles River. I think that was it. It's just funny that I missed it. Not haha funny, just interesting that I couldn't see it. We went to the Queen Mary, and I think we got there too early that day, so like it wasn't going to open for another couple hours. So there's the Long Beach Aquarium really close by, and we're like, oh, to go to the aquarium. And I forget how much, but we went to the aquarium, and I saw the prices. And I was like, I'm not spending like, I forget what it was, but it was going to cost like a couple $100 for my family of 4 to go see the aquarium. I'm like, kids, it's just not worth it. I'm sorry. Vacation has been canceled. We're going to go to Walmart instead and and get free samples. Would have liked to have gone. It was supposed to be a really cool one. It's going to be a tight turn here. Has the altimeter changed at all? 3004. See the sights at Walmart. I think we ended up going to Target. No joke. Like, we literally went to Target and walked around there. We're like, this is sort of the same thing, really, if you think about it. Oh, God, traffic! Who is this guy? Why isn't he making any call-outs? Spirit Wing. I mean, is anyone surprised this is a Spirit pilot? Oh, God. Now I gotta... All right. Well, we gotta make a good old S-turn here. Traffic, traffic, traffic. I'll donate $50 if you shut the engines off. Let's see the $50 first. Then I'll shut the engines off. No offense, but I don't trust you. I don't know that I would trust anybody in this chat. Sight unseen, money unseen. I think that's the Spirit Wings. Who's ever making a call out, you're muted.
In your face, Milwaukee!
Orlando, thank you for the follow. Especially anyone's named Matt H. You are not wrong. All right, let's go direct to Mercy. We are very reliable. Need to run vPilot on your streaming PC? I don't think that'll work. Right? Why would I do that, Chris? Oh my God, this guy's got his hot mic. Not that it matters. He can't hear anything. Oh my God, Noah, ban them. Noah, do your job. Abio's vPilot on a streaming PC. But why would I do that? I have the controls here. Like here, I just muted it. I have vPilot on its own Go XLR channel. Fewer resources used on gamer. You did it, Noah. Nice job. Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700, turning final for runway 24 right, 4,000 feet, Los Angeles. You know, who was? Oh, Chris says I should run vPilot on my streaming PC. I'm saying I'm not sure what the benefit would be. I mean, fewer resources. How many resources? It doesn't take up like any resources, really.
Huh? Yo, Drew, can you leave the front door cracked? Can you leave the front door cracked? Thanks.
A front door cracked guy.
Oh, there you are. Huh? What? Just stop. I'm trying to... Go sit down and shut up.
Traffic American 555, taking off.
Alright, we're on the localizer. Oh, he finally turned it off. Oh, it's a miracle. So you can run it on the host mode on your gamer. Then it does nothing else but shows traffic. Oh. I guess my question is, I understand exactly what you're saying. I just don't know what the benefit truly would be for me, other than just to say. I mean, I get the resources thing. I really don't think it takes up that many. What resources does it really take up? It's not like using like graphics. Like OBS, I do that, right? Because that would definitely have a benefit to it. That's some drama. I have to keep alt tabbing all the time. Okay, now that, Chris, is an excellent point. I forgot to do this. All right, so let's put this in here. Perf. We are in approach mode, as far as I can tell. We're just not slowing down at all. You're down. Los Angeles traffic, JetBlue 6700 on 10-mile final for runway 24 right, Los Angeles.
Chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing.
2,500.
I don't know what that is. Noah! Not yet, Noah! I don't know why we can't slow down, but we cannot slow down. the same problem we had before.
2000.
We are slowing down somewhat, but silly computer plane, make it faster. All right, so here's our first look at the scenery. I hope. Where is In and Out? Is it this building? This is the Forum, right? The Los Angeles Forum. SoFi Stadium on the left. I knew that stadium. I just couldn't remember. Site of WrestleMania next year, I think. Yeah, SoFi Stadium. The LA Forum. It's literally just in front of the approach end. Ah, okay. Keep an eye out for it. Flaps 2. Forgot about the flaps again.
1000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missed approach altitude set. Actually, 2,000 feet. Whatever, keep it 3. We're still like way too fast. All right, now the speed is coming down. Flaps 3. Where is the In and Out? There. Is that it? No. Yes? Flaps. What does that say? Legends? August?
500.
Just before the runway to the right. Oh, it's that right there, right?
400.
I think.
300.
Forgot to turn it off. There it is. I see the building now on the right.
200.
A little low, Noah. See those red lights? Not a good thing.
100. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
Oh. Hold a
Five.
Nomad Aviator. Oh! Well, we woke up the passengers in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. It wasn't the lightest landing. I didn't butter it if that was the area. It was firm. It felt firm. LA traffic, JetBlue 6700 clear, runway 24 right, LA. All right, so now I need the map up here, airport information. All right, we're going to take the scenic tour here of the airport. We got to get over to the other side. So I'm going to take Zulu. And then, yeah, this is really going to be the scenic tour. So hope you guys all want to see the scenery. Oops. Not yet. You don't like the runway textures? I hope nobody's landing. If they did, well, you know what? Maybe make a call out so I know these things. No ATC on, right? All right.
Downwind traffic, Alaska 1201 coming up on Clever. At,
We got to make a big U-turn here on
O2
Echo.
Arrival for the ILS 20 right, John Wayne.
Some nice buses. Sorry. Need to give it some power here. There we go. Landing lights come off now. Taxi.
LA traffic, United, LA traffic, American 147. Pushing back, Terminal 4, gate 43 for departure for 24 left.
And I'll take Papa. No, will not take Papa. I'll take November. Yeah, November. The rubber marks on the 24 right abruptly ended in a straight line. Oh, I did not notice that one. The rest of the scenery looks really good. get a better look at it when we come around, because we're going to make a left turn here to get to the gates where JetBlue is, which is right around, was it 58? I forget exactly where. But we're going to move down November and then make a left on Charlie, I'm going to guess. You know, if we could drive in a straight line, Noah, this would be great. The landing rate, for those of you keeping score at home, was minus 343. And it felt like minus 343, I've got to say. Is that a real plane? Felt it in my spine. Yeah, unfortunately, I did a Nomad Aviator flare too early and then floated it. And then when you float, you usually slam it down immediately after. Oops. Oh, well. Get steady here. So we've got the Tom Bradley International Terminal coming up on our left. That's this building, I believe. And let's see, gates. I need 58, which is going to be Terminal 5. So I'm taking, I really cannot taxi in a straight line today. I believe it is this turn in over here. Slowing down. Looking for 58. 7. Don't want to blind the non-existent people that are here. We have no marshalers, so 58. Still do.
Downwind traffic, Alaska 1201 is descending to 2,800 feet on a right downwind for the ILS 20 right downwind.
Parking brake on. Engines off. Lights off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. Services. Jet bridge. Ground power unit. Baggage truck. External power. Turn off the APU.
LA traffic, American 147, taxiing runway 24 left via Charlie, Kilo.
Oh, that was 55, not
Echo,
58.
Echo 6.
Oops.
LA.
Where's 58? Over here? Oh, well, whatever. We're here. Landing rate was minus 343, as I mentioned. We will finish. Okay. Good. This looks really nice. I don't know why I'm surprised. Performance has been good. I never have any stutters on approach or anything like that. Yeah, no, I got rid of GSX, Chris. I'm sorry. GSX is not a finished product. It's way too buggy. It's way too much of a pain in the butt. I'm not a fan of it. I just, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see here. If I go here. Gotta remember. Oh, there we go. I think it's R. I gave up on the product. Maybe in a couple of years it'll change, in a year or so. But for today, no thanks. Yeah, it's just the problem with it. It's not so much that it's a pain. I mean, it is, but it's just not it's not polished. It's not finished. There's too many bugs. I'm sorry, I can't. not wasting my time with it. It caused more problems than it solves. That's essentially what my experience with it was. And ultimately, I wasn't willing to deal with all the bugs in exchange for a pushback feature. More or less. See. Look at that. They did, I mean, they did a great job with this. I'm not surprised in the least bit that it looks really nice, because it does look really nice. Where's this? There it is. Can I go down? Yes, too much down. There's the In-N-Out burger and the terrible textures all around it, and the rest of the buildings that are not part of it. Annie? I don't know what that is. But yeah, no, they did a really, really nice job with this. I think it's worth, I mean, it's always difficult for any scenery to say, yeah, it's worth, you know, like 25, 30 bucks, whatever the scenery goes for, I forget. You know, if you fly here all the time, I got to think that it is absolutely worthwhile. This guy's taxiing. Oh. Sir? Why is he going backwards? I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and saying hello today. It was fun. A nice opportunity to do some flying, and I do owe you guys a video. I gotta spend some time doing that, coming up with an idea. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And what's Friday? I forget if this Friday I've got something going on, but we will see. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. See you guys. Yeah, thanks, Ice.